Just find the book. Here. What did you eat today, Ngoc?
Um, I ate rice with fish and vegetable.
Rice.
Yes.
Rice. Can you say that again?
I eat rice with fish and vegetable.
Vegetables. Good. Okay, put your camera on for me. Can you start your camera? Okay. Let me start mine too. Okay, let's do Unit 2. Okay, free time activities. What is number A doing?
I think she is surfing the internet.
And number B?
She is reading book.
Number C?
He is running.
And number D?
They are go shopping with their friend.
They're going shopping with their friends. What's your favorite free time activity?
My favorite free time activities is watching TV because it makes me feel relaxed and I can learn I can learn a lot of interesting information about some channel.
What do you like to watch on TV?
I like to watch animals program.
Animal programs, okay. Phuoc, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Ngoc, which free time activity do you find boring? Maybe reading books or going for walks or playing online games. Which one do you find boring?
I think playing online game in my free time is boring because it's because it can because it's affect on my eyes and I think the games on my computer is very boring.
Okay. Phuoc, what's your favorite free time activity?
My favorite free time activity is reading comics.
Why?
Well, because it's interesting and it's really fun to read.
And which activity do you find boring, Phuoc?
The activity that I find boring is reading book that don't have picture.
Reading, why?
Because there's only words, so I'm quite avoid when reading it.
Okay, Ngoc, which activity do you find relaxing?
I think watching TV is relaxing
Because
because because there are many interesting programs and some channels that's good for study or work.
okay. Phuoc, which activity do you find relaxing?
Activity I find relaxing is listening to music.
Listening to music, okay. Interesting. Which one do you find interesting, Ngoc?
I think reading book is interesting because I can read some information for my homework and and I can and I can prepare my work for my lesson. I can prepare my new lesson for the new days I go to school.
Okay. Phuoc, which one do you find interesting?
Activity that I find interesting is playing football.
Because
Because it's really fun to play and it's very interesting.
okay, exciting. Which one is exciting, Ngoc? Which activity is exciting?
I think go for walk in the park is exciting. Going for walk in the park with my friend is exciting because we can talk together and play many games.
Okay, which one is exciting to you, Phuoc?
Dạ,
I like
còn đừng học, im lặng đi. Học 2 bàn.
Okay, Phuoc?
activity that I find interesting is playing badminton.
Because exciting, yes? You find it exciting.
Yeah, because I always playing with other people or strange people, so it makes me interesting.
Say again. I like to play.
I like to play badminton because it's very exciting.
Because
Because it's really a fun sport to play with my friends and other people.
okay. Phuoc, do you like to play online games?
Yes, I think I like playing online games
Because
because make me relaxing and it's fun.
okay, now you use words like I love, I don't like, I really like, not I very like, I prefer, or my favorite thing, okay? So Ngoc, tell me about your the best activity. You can use the words in this box. I prefer, my favorite thing. It depends on the weather, okay? Use these words in this block here when you answer your next question. Okay, which free time activity do you like? Ngoc, use these words here.
I really like watching TVs in my free times because I can feel relaxed and learn a lot of interesting lesson from some program.
Okay, Phuoc, which free time activity do you like?
Pardon, teacher.
Which free time activity do you like?
Our free time activity that I like is reading comics. And the reason why I like reading comics because it's very fun, it's very interesting, and it make me less stress.
Okay, Ngoc, which activity don't you like?
I don't like playing computer games in my free time because I think it's affect on my eyes and I often have the sore eyes when after I playing computer games and the games in my computer are boring.
Okay, good. Phuoc, which activity don't you like?
Activity that I don't like is
Don't
reading.
like.
activity that I don't like is reading a book with no picture. And the reason why I don't like reading the book like that because it always have only words, so it make me feel boring. So I usually read a little bit, then I don't read it anymore.
Oh, okay. Ngoc, what about shopping? Do you like to go shopping?
Yes, I like to go. I like to go shopping because I can buy some things that need for my families, and I can buy many comic to read in my when I have free time.
Okay. Um, what do you see here? I really like going to the cinema. I very like going. You don't say very, okay? What about doing exercises, Phuoc? Do you like doing exercises?
Yes, I think I really like doing exercise because it's good for my health and help me keep fit.
Okay. Going for walks. Ngoc, do you like going for walks?
Yes, I like going for walk because it's good for my health, and I can talk with my friend or family when I am going with them.
Okay, let's go to. Okay, write a short answer to the question, what do you like doing? Use the phrases from exercise 6. Okay, to help you. Here's exercise 6. Okay, write a short answer to the question, what do you like doing? So I'm going to type it for you. Okay, Ngoc, what do you like doing? Hang on. Use these phrases, okay? Okay. What do you like doing? That's the question. I'll type it here for you too.
Um, I I
Okay.
really like watching TV because it's relaxed. Uh, because I can feel relaxed when I watch TV after a long week. Uh, I'm focused on study.
I really like watching TV because it relaxes me after a long week of study.
And I think it's good for my brains too, because uh, there are many lessons for me after watch some program
About animals?
about animals or friends
Okay. Say again, animals and
and friends.
friends. Okay. I also enjoy learning about animals and their habitats. Okay, this is the correct answer, Ngoc. It doesn't, you have to use the word relax correctly, okay? So I really like watching TV because it relaxes me after a long week of study. I also enjoy learning about animals and their habitats where they are. Do you like to watch movies or cartoons? Ngoc?
Can you repeat?
Do you like to watch movies or cartoons?
I like to watch cartoon.
Another program that makes me laugh is the Cartoon Network channel. Okay. Or you can say it's the Cartoon Network. Another program that makes me laugh is the cartoon. I really like watching TV because it relaxes me after a long week of study. I also enjoy, or I enjoy learning about animals and their habitats. Another program that makes me laugh is another program that makes me laugh and I enjoy is the Cartoon Network. Okay, that's your answer, Ngoc. Phuoc, let's go with you. What do you like doing, Phuoc?
I like reading comic.
Okay. I like reading comics because
Because it's very interesting and fun and help me relax.
okay. I like reading comics because it is fun and helps me to relax. I enjoy reading, is it English comics or Vietnamese?
I like both English and Vietnamese comic.
I like reading comics because it is fun and helps me to relax. What's another reason why you like comics?
The reason why I read comic because some comic have a good lore, so it make me feel interesting.
Say again, it makes you?
Because the comic have a good lore, so it's make me feel interesting and I want to know about them.
I like reading comics because it is fun and it helps me to relax. I enjoy reading English comics as well. The visuals and characters, the visuals, that's the pictures, the visuals and characters can be much more engaging and keeps me interested. So that means when you read the comics, you don't feel bored. You don't want to stop. Like when I give you a thick book to read, like a novel, you might going to lose interest and say, "Oh, teacher, it took me, say, 2 months to read this book because I lost focus. I didn't want to read it." But when you read comics, you can't wait to get home to read your comic because you look at the pictures. The pictures are visual. Okay. You look at the pictures, you learn about the characters and what happens in the comic, and you laugh because it's funny. It makes you feel good. So I like reading comics because it is fun and helps me to relax. I enjoy reading English comics as well. The visuals, that's the pictures. Visuals is see your vision. You can see it. The visuals and characters can be much more engaging, so you want to read it all the time, and keeps me interested. Okay, right. Ngoc, what do you like doing?
I really like watching TV because it relaxes me after a long week of study. I enjoy learning about animals and their habitat. Another program that makes me laugh and I enjoy is the is the cat is the Cartoon Network.
Okay. Phuoc, what do you like doing?
I like reading comic, doing sport, and doing exercise.
No, sweetie, read your question here, your answer here.
I like reading comics because it's fun and helps me to relax. I enjoy reading English comics as well. The visuals and character can be much more engaging and keeps me interested.
Okay, read it one more time.
It's like reading comics because it's fun and help me to relax. I enjoy reading English comics as well. The visual and character can be much more engaging and keeps me interested.
Okay. Let's see if you can tell me again. Ngoc, what do you like doing? Ngoc, what do you like doing?
I really like watching TVs and because it relaxes me after a, a week of study and it also watching TV also gives me a lot of lesson about animal and their habitat. Another things that I like from watching TV is also make me feel relaxed is watching the Cartoon Network.
Okay. Let's have Phuoc tell me, what do you like doing?
Oh, I like reading comics because it's helping me relax and it's very interesting and fun to read. And the visual of the character and story were engaging the people who read, so that's why I like reading comics.
Okay. Okay. Ngoc, when do you watch TV?
Uh, because I don't have much free time, so I always watch TV at the weekend.
Good. Look here to say when you're doing something on Saturdays, on Mondays, on Tuesdays, at 6 p.m. at the weekends. Okay. Phuoc, when do you read your comics?
So I read comics about when I was about 10 years old.
No, sweetie, when? When do you read comics?
I read comics when I was 10 years old, about in
No. When do you read comics now? When?
I read comics about every day and at 6 a.m.
Okay. I read comics at 6 a.m. every morning. Say that again.
I read comics every morning at 6 a.m.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Describe a newspaper or a magazine that you enjoy reading. Phuoc, let's start with you. What newspaper or magazine do you enjoy reading?
Magazine that I enjoy reading. I don't read magazine though.
Say again.
I don't actually read magazines.
Newspaper, comics, anything, sweetie.
I usually read newspaper about the things that the scientists found.
Okay, say again. Describe a newspaper or magazine that you enjoy reading.
A newspaper that I enjoy reading about the scientists finding something new or finding something or about fun or solve the mystery and find something a secret about in the world.
Okay, Phuoc, no, Phuoc, Ngoc, what, describe a newspaper or magazine you like to read.
I like to read uh, travel magazines because I want to travel many beautiful and famous places in the world.
Okay, now, remember, you have to include what kind of newspaper it is, which parts you like to read, or magazine or comic, when and where you read it. So I like to read magazines. The kind I like to read is sport or travel or comics. I like to read the letters or the news or the interviews or the jokes or the stories, short stories. I read it every day or at the weekend or sometimes when I have free time. I read it at home, early in the morning before school. I read it after school, or I read it at school in my free time. I read it because it's very interesting, or it makes me feel relaxed, or it's relaxing. Okay, here, it helps you speak. Okay, Phuoc, you try again. Describe a newspaper or magazine you enjoy reading.
About the newspaper that I like to read is about the scientists solving the mystery or find something new about the world or finding a secret.
Say again. Try again. The newspaper.
I like reading newspaper because the newspaper is talk about the scientists solve the mystery and find something new and find about some secrets in the world.
Okay. When do you read it?
I like to read it about three times a week because uh, in my family usually don't have a lot of newspaper.
Okay, and when do you read it? Or where? Where do you read it?
There will be usually some guy who giving some newspaper to us so I can read it. But sometimes about
No,
we don't
where?
see him.
Where do you read it? Look
Oh,
here. Follow this to help you speak. Here. You follow this to help you speak. You have to say, if it's a newspaper or magazine, what kind, which parts, when, where, and explain why. So where do you read it?
I only read it sometimes.
No. Where? Look for
Uh,
where. Look at the word where.
I read it at home.
Explain why.
Because it's very interesting and help me know more things about the earth.
About?
It's helped me knows a lot of things and some good ideas when I think.
Okay, now you have to say it all together. I'm not going to help you. Here, you need to use this to help you. Say newspaper or magazine. What kind of newspaper or magazine is it? Maybe it's your town's newspaper or it's the newspaper. So in my town, I have a newspaper that's for 3 cities. So it's a big newspaper that everybody reads with all the news. And then I have a newspaper just for my town that only shares my town's news. So tell me which kind of newspaper it is. Is it for your county, where like everybody in the city, or only for your little village? Okay. What kind it is, which part you like to read, when, where, and explain why. Okay, Phuoc. All of that you have to say, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Let's try again.
The newspaper that I like to read is about a scientist solving a mystery or find something new and find about a secret. And the newspaper actually have the part of right. A part that I like to read is about some pictures and words. And I usually read it about sometimes, and I read it at home, and it's very interesting, and I can help me knows a lot of things.
Okay, Ngoc, you try.
My my favorite I like reading magazines and I like travels magazines because it's interesting. Um I often read it at the weekend because I don't have much free times and I read it at home. Mm, I think it's very, I think reading magazines is very interesting.
Okay, Phuoc, you tell me again. Describe a newspaper or magazine you like enjoying, or magazine you enjoy reading.
A newspaper that I like reading is a kind of about a scientist find solve the mystery or find something new or knows a secret. And the part that I like to read is about some picture and letters and news. I read it about sometimes, and I read it at home. And the reason why I like reading newspaper because it's very interesting and it's helped me knows a lot of things.
Okay. Ngoc, describe a newspaper or magazine you like reading.
I like reading magazines in my free times and I like reading travels magazines because it's very exciting. I often read it at the weekend because I don't have um much free time and I read it at home. I think it's where is I think reading magazines is very good for my brains and it's very exciting.
Okay, what kind of magazine is it?
Travels magazine.
It's a travel magazine. Okay. Just want to look at someone here. Yeah, this is all about the magazine. Okay, describe. Now we've got this one too. Describe an activity you like doing. Remember, we just practiced that again. what activity it is, when and where you're doing it, what you like doing it for. So Ngoc, you can say TV. Phuoc, you can say, it can be any activity. Okay, let's start with Phuoc. Describe an activity you like doing.
Right, an activity that I like doing is reading comics, and it's helping, and it's very interesting and fun to read, and it's helping to relax. And the reason why I like reading it because the character in the story engaging the people who read. So that's the reason why I like reading comics.
Okay, Ngoc, what activity do you like doing?
I like watching TVs and I like watch animals programs because it's very exciting. I like to know the many animals and their habitats. I often watch TVs at the weekend because I don't have much free time and I watch TV at home, sometimes at the movie theater. And I think it's good for my brains and it's very interesting.
It's good for my brain, not brains. Okay, so what you do. So you can say, to be honest, I get a lot of homework and projects from school, so I don't have much time for free time. But whenever I do have free time, I enjoy activities like watching TV or reading comics. I also love going for walks. So then you can say, I enjoy watching TV in the living room with my brother, or in my bedroom, or watching shows on my laptop in my bedroom lying on my bed. Nobody are there, or nobody will disturb me. Or I enjoy, because we only have one TV, I enjoy watching it in the living room. You can say, I grab some pillows and a nice cup of hot chocolate with some crisps, and I sit in front of the TV watching comics. Or you can say, I watch it alone because I prefer not to be interrupted. So say a little bit more as to where you are doing it. And how, just to make it longer. Remember, this has to be a few words, not just 5 sentences. Phuoc, you can say the same. I like to read my comic books in my bedroom on my own where nobody can disturb me. Or I like to read my comics out loud to my little brother, and we both laugh about the jokes. Or we both